What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Comethazine. Now, as some of you guys would know, Comethazine has been hyping up his upcoming project Bawskee for a minute now, like literally multiple months. Basically ever since he dropped his most recent project, which was Pandemic in March of 2020. Now, this has led to a lot of fans kind of thinking, hey, what's the hold up with the project, what's going on and all of that, and I just want to kind of break it down and give my perspective, so let's go. Okay, first of all, just for some background and some context. As you guys can see on screen right here, with this post from Rap Caviar, which is kind of like a promotional post for Pandemic, which as I said, dropped in March of 2020, he did announce that Bawskee 4 was on the way, which is what, over 7 months ago basically now. Then on top of that, over on his main Instagram, as you guys would probably know as well, he's dropped a couple cover arts for the project, and in general, he's just been teasing a lot of music, which for Comethazine is nothing outside the usual, but we normally don't have to wait this long for the project considering the amount of music he's released, which has led to a lot of fans wondering what is going on with the project. As you guys can see right here with Bawskee 3.5, which was released on July 26, 2019, which you can see right here, we got 2 lead singles before it, one of which was released a month before, Just Saying, which you can see on screen right here, and then on top of that, Stand, which was released a week before, and then the project would drop. Then on top of that, with Pandemic, which was released on March 27th, 2020, we only got 1 lead proper single before, which was No Front, which was released a week before, then the project was released. Now, I know some people kind of point towards Glide as the first single because it did end up on the project. I don't think Glide was meant to be on an actual project. As you guys can see right here, he only called it a freestyle. I just think Glide ended up on the project. So yeah, I didn't view Glide as a single for the project at all. I definitely view No Front as kind of like the lead into the project. And as you can see, a week after this was dropped, the project did drop. Then even looking before that to Bawskee 2, which you can see right here was released in January of 2019, that only had 1 lead single released beforehand, which was released a month before with Roseanne. So yeah, as you guys can see, typically for a Comethazine rollout, we'll get like 1 lead single maybe a week or a couple weeks before, and then the project is kind of confirmed to drop. Now this then leads us to Bawskee 4, which you can see we're still yet to get 100% confirmed release date for. Now some fans have kind of speculated that it is dropping in October, because I believe he did say it was dropping in October in either an IG post or an IG live, but that has kind of since been deleted if it was. So yeah, there's no 100% confirmed date for this project, but what's kind of different with this project is the barrage of singles and music videos we've seen. As most of you guys would know, we've seen Air Max, which was released over a month ago, then not too long after that we saw We Gon' Win, and then on top of that, just a few days ago, we saw Derek Jeter. Now this has kind of been a weird thing pointed out by fans, because why is he dropping so much music leading up to the project? On top of that, just quietly, We Gon' Win is probably Comethazine's best song in a minute. Like, I really like the change of pace for this song right here. If you guys haven't heard this song, go give it a listen. The production is really smooth, and yeah, I guess I really like the switch up. Make sure to give it a listen if you haven't. But yeah, fans have kind of pointed towards what's going on. Now, before we move on to discuss as why I think that is, I just want to give a couple quick shout outs from the Instagram as always. Shout outs to Quav Just Quiet, and also shout outs to Hugo.didit for following me over on my IG. Much appreciated, you two. If you guys don't follow your boy, man, at yadiiiigg, make sure to go follow your boy. Go follow your boy right now. Always much appreciated, but let's keep it going. Now, in my opinion, what this points towards is a label just trying to catch a hit or catch like a big internet hit kind of leading up to this project. Because if we're being honest, it's been a little bit quiet for Comethazine for quite a while now, and this is no lie. You guys know he kind of came out in a huge way back a couple years ago with songs like Bands, with songs like Piped Up, etc, and those are kind of big internet hits. As you guys can see on screen right here with these Spotify plays, Walk has over 100 million comfortably, Bands has nearly 100 million, Let It Eat has over 40 million, etc. So yeah, those are kind of like the big career defining songs for Comethazine, if you will. But if you have a look on the screen right now, none of his most recently released songs have even come close to that. In fact, off Pandemic, the biggest song has just over 10 million with Lead the Race, and then with Bawskee 3.5, the biggest songs don't even have over 30 million. So yeah, I'm not trying to be harsh on Comethazine. I'm not trying to say he's fallen off or irrelevant, because I don't think he's either of those things, but in terms of his buzz where it was a couple of years ago, it's just not the same. As I said, I think he had this huge kind of wave when Bawskee 1 first dropped. The Cole Bennett cosigns with those videos I think helped a lot, but since then I think he's just kind of struggled to follow up and kind of find the success success of those songs again. So I think the thinking from the label with this rollout is, let's just kind of hold off Bawskee 4. There's no reason to drop it right now. As you guys can see, they're pretty comfortable kind of delaying it for months and months on end. And as I've said in the past, when we see multiple lead singles kind of released beforehand for a project, that means the label is trying to find a hit and trying to find a bigger song to kind of build up the buzz and anticipation for the project. And so far, although the numbers haven't exactly been terrible, like, it's pretty clear that these songs aren't going to be like those bigger hits for Comethazine so far. As you can see, Air Max has over 2 million views in just over a month. Then what We Gon' Win in 20 or so days has 1.5 million views. Then Derek Jeter in nearly a week has nearly 1 million views. It's pretty clear that they're not going to be those bigger internet hits like a Bands or something like that. They're still doing okay, but they're just not going to be those huge songs. And on top of that, we actually saw Comethazine kind of address the fact that he's released so many songs, because as I said, fans have kind of been hitting me up and kind of been going, hey, what the hell is going on with Bawskee 4? Why are there so many songs dropping? Why hasn't he dropped the project? And he kind of addressed this, kind of saying, Bawskee 4 got 15 songs on it, I dropped 3, stop bitching and run up Derek Jeter video to unlock the tape. And I think this just kind of speaks to everything. Like, they're just trying to run up these numbers, trying to find something before they drop the tape, because I think from a label's perspective, they're really thinking, hey, whether we drop it this month or next month or the month after, it probably makes no difference to them right now. So I think they're just trying to release as many singles, trying to find something and trying to like build up the hype and anticipation as much as they can. And on top of that, these single choices were like very bizarre choices by the label. If you guys don't know, Comethazine has quite a few big hyped up snippets by the fans. As you guys can see right here, this one 556/action, which was actually posted on his IG before, I believe, but he's now kind of deleted off of it, nearly has 800,000 views just on the YouTube snippet alone.
I got too much to do, I need another day. Bitch, I'm locked up in the stew, I got too much to say.
Plus on top of this, there are multiple others with over 100,000 views a piece.
Get on your knees and let me hit on the floor, please. When I bust a nut, I'm gonna show you the door lead. Mike and Mary on my ass, Da Vinci all on my arm sleeve. Big thighs, big tits, big ass, that's what I like. Big sticks, big flips, big ass.
So yeah, it was kind of interesting to think about why they didn't just drop these snippets, because they're so hyped up by the fans, especially this one here. And on another video of this, it has over 200,000 views. So yeah, between the two snippet videos has over 1 million views, and that's just on the YouTube. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't just use a hyped up snippets for the singles, but hopefully the plan is to release this as a music video eventually, because clearly if it's getting so many views, fans are gravitating towards it. So yeah, Comethazine right now is kind of in a bit of a weird position, I think, and Bawskee 4 I think is in limbo due to the fact that I think he's trying to find that big lead-in single or the big internet hit kind of leading up and building hype up for the project. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Are you anticipating for the project? When do you think it's going to drop? All that good stuff. And if you haven't, man, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, all that good YouTube stuff. And there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.